Well, this morning we are putting a spotlight on foster families and the support and the community that I think it takes to help these foster families doing amazing things in the Bay Area. And there's one couple in particular that we are putting a spotlight this morning. We have Brent and Christine Wernsing, who know all too well about what a blessing it can be to have foster children in your home. And again, what a blessing it is to get help from the community as well. So good morning, Brent and Christine. So nice to have you on the show this morning.
Hey, good morning, Carly. Thank you so much for having us.
I love when we can highlight families and families that are doing some amazing things in the Bay Area. And tell me a little bit about your story. I mean, your story alone, I think, could probably take up the whole hour, but we have a couple of minutes. So try your best, if you can, to, in a nutshell, kind of explain your background and the story of your family.
Absolutely. I'm going to let you take that away.
Okay. So we've been foster parents for about 9 years. We actually started this journey adopting our son from Korea. We had a biological daughter, and then 2 years later, we wanted to grow our family and felt like God was calling us to adopt. So we adopted our son from South Korea when he was 10 months old. And then a couple years later, we thought we were going to adopt again and went through classes at One More Child for foster care and adoption. And after hearing the need in the community and the stories of these children and their families, we knew we were meant to foster. So we jumped right into it. And our first son through foster care was 3 months old. And then we took in his sisters a couple months later. And then we had 5 children, 5 and under.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was wild. So we just jumped right into all of that. And those 3 were a sibling group. They ended up staying with us forever. We got to adopt them, which was incredible. And then we've continued to foster on and off through the years. We've had 27 children come in and out of our home. And then a couple years ago, well, I say a couple, but she's 5 now. Our youngest was adopted from birth. A birth mom had approached us, and she, so she's our baby. So we're still fostering, still raising awareness for foster care, and are blessed by it. And we have our 6 forever children, and then we'll have up to 8 in our home at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, talk about, I mean, because I know that can seem very overwhelming for people watching this morning. Go, how did they do that? And I know a lot of how you guys were able to do this, though, is by Echo Ministries and about the support that you've also gotten through others and community. Talk about that if you can, Brent.
Yeah, so I mean, that's the biggest part of it, is having a community around you. And so as we were fostering, we needed help just providing for these kids and getting clothes for these kids and getting some tangible needs for them. And so that's where Echo Foster Care Ministry comes in. Now they are located out of Lakeland, but they partner with churches in different areas to provide for the needs of children who come into care. It could be relative care, non-relative care, foster care, stuff like that. And so these kids can come in, and they get to go shopping, they get to pick out clothes, and it's just a really, really cool experience. And so they blessed our family. And through that blessing, we saw, man, this is such a huge need for other families. And so we just began sharing the word about Echo, about how important it is, and trying to partner with them and help them in any way that we possibly could. So that's kind of a big part of the ministry there. So, yeah.
And I love it. Okay, how can we get back? What can we do? And coffee is an answer, which we love as a morning show. So how did that come together?
Okay, so like I said, they partner with churches. We were a church plant, and we were meeting in a school. Through the craziness of last year, we ended up getting our own location, and we were just like, okay, how can we utilize this location, not just as a church, but to reach out into the community? Well, number one, I wanted to open an Echo location. So we're working on opening an Echo location in the back of our church, but then in the very front, and that's where we're at right now. The location was set up perfectly for a coffee house. It's in a plaza, there's foot traffic. I'm like, you know what? What if we open this up as a coffee shop out of our church? We'll call it Echo Coffee. We'll create awareness and support for Echo Ministries and for just foster care in general. And so that's the whole thing. We're gonna have coffee. Who doesn't love coffee, right? We're drinking coffee right now. That was the first thing we did. And so we want to bring about awareness, and we know that community and coffee are great ways to bring about awareness to foster care.
We literally have just seconds left. How can people find out more about Echo Ministries and what you're able to do? If people want to donate, if they want to help, if they want to find out about how to become foster families themselves, where would you send them?
Okay, so for Echo, you can go to, it's Echo Min, which MINFL.com. You can also find them on Facebook. As far as foster care goes, it's going to be different in each location. I know Eckerd is probably over in Pasco and Hillsborough. We deal with Heartland and One More Child over here as well. And then if you want to find out more about the Echo Coffee House, you can go to echo.coffee.
Guys, thank you so much for what you're doing. Best wishes to you and your sweet family. Keep doing what you're doing and keep us posted. We'll make sure we get a bunch of these details on our website too. Okay?
Awesome. Thank you, Carly.
Thank you, guys.